What if a single war could suddenly change oil prices across the entire world? Every single day, millions of barrels of oil travel across oceans to power the global economy. But everything could change if conflict erupts in this small but powerful region. Because a war between Iran and Israel could shake the entire global oil supply. The Middle East has always been one of the most important regions for global oil production. But what happens if a serious conflict breaks out between Iran and Israel? This is not just a regional political issue. A war between these two countries could shake the entire global oil market and affect fuel prices across the world. Iran is one of the largest oil producers in the Middle East. Every day, millions of barrels of oil are produced and exported from the region. If a war disrupts Iran's oil production or transportation routes, the global supply of oil could suddenly decrease. When supply decreases but demand remains the same, prices start rising quickly. Another critical factor is the Strait of Hormuz. This narrow waterway is one of the most important oil routes in the world. Around 20% of the global oil supply passes through this route every day. If tensions increase or if the strait becomes unsafe due to military activity, oil tankers may stop or slow down their movement. If oil shipments are disrupted, the first impact will be seen in fuel prices. Gasoline and diesel prices would likely rise in many countries. Transportation costs would increase, airlines would pay more for fuel, and shipping companies would also face higher expenses. When energy costs rise, the effect spreads to almost every industry. Food transportation becomes more expensive, manufacturing costs increase, and businesses may start raising prices. This leads to inflation, which means everyday goods become more expensive for people around the world. However, other oil-producing countries might try to stabilize the market. Nations like Saudi Arabia or the United States could increase their oil production to balance the supply shortage. Strategic oil reserves may also be released to calm the global market. Even with these measures, uncertainty in the Middle East usually creates fear in financial markets. Investors react quickly, and oil prices often rise even before any real disruption happens. In conclusion, a conflict between Iran and Israel would not only affect the region but could also influence the entire global economy. Oil supply chains, fuel prices, transportation costs, and even everyday goods could all be impacted by tensions in one of the world's most critical energy regions.